And we're live.
Welcome to Winning Together, my favorite show of the week. Even it's so good that we get to do it twice. Smith had us scheduled to go live. We went live. We did the show for about 5 minutes, had all kind of interesting conversations. And then he was scared to tell us that we weren't live. So he just let us keep talking. And I seen this distressed look on his face.
Yes. We were live everywhere but Facebook. I got to go back and delete those.
Really?
Okay.
All right. So they heard all the cussing and everything on the other ones?
Probably.
Welcome to Winning Together. This is my – yeah, man. It was crazy. But anyway, brand new show, brand new day. We're all about overcoming obstacles, overcoming objections, overcoming problems. That's what we've done so far. This is Winning Together. I am Billy Merritt. My host of the show, co-host, is April Brown Merritt, and she is the official sponsor of today's show. So I'd like to thank you for sponsoring the show.
You're welcome.
April Merritt at Century 21, real estate guru, but also our paying sponsor, the Digital BDC Academy. Let's face it, if you have a small business, you need to be trained in handling phone calls, handling objections, inbound, outbound, and most importantly, text message selling. The Digital BDC Academy will take care of you. We actually have a special going right now. You can get lifetime access to the Digital BDC Academy for $99.
Wow.
How about that?
Oh,
What do you think about that?
it's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And you're excited. He's so excited. Now, we have a new structure on the show.
Mhm.
We have to live up to the standards of our executive producer, Paul
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
So now, today, we're going to jump right into the title, He Said, She Said. Is that correct?
That's why people watch the show.
Is it really? So that's why we moved it to the beginning?
Yeah.
He said, she said. Now, what is it? What are those two symbols doing right there, Smith? They look like they were connected.
It's like interlinked male and female gender symbols.
Yeah, interlinked. Is that
Maybe
appropriate
ironic.
for today's show?
Oh, God.
He said, she said. What's the topic?
All right.
Or is it, no, Smith's supposed to ask this.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have a real live show one day.
Okay. First topic. What do you like better, dawn or dusk?
All right. I know the answer to yours.
You
but
do?
Yeah. You
Tell
Go
me.
ahead. You're gonna say that Dawn is your favorite.
And dusk is yours.
Yep.
Yep. So look at there. Now, why is dusk your favorite?
Because everybody that knows me knows that I don't sleep late anymore. But I don't like a lot of interaction first thing in the morning. I like to be left alone.
You're not a
for
morning
little while.
person?
No.
You don't
I'm not.
appreciate the singing and the
Not really, but it's just part of my life in the mornings. But I don't usually get up and wander around in the mornings.
Yeah.
That's like first thing in the morning.
you don't like to get up and go for like a 3-mile run on the beach first thing, like as the sun's coming up?
No.
No? You don't like to feel the cold water, in December on your ankles when you're walking on the beach at like 5 a.m.?
Never.
No?
Mm-mm.
You don't
You know
appreciate-
these things. That's why you're asking these questions.
But
You
listen,
know these things.
here's why everybody should watch the sunrise every morning.
I think it's beautiful, but I'm not watching it every morning
You should watch it and meditate and take in the sun. You should stare.
because you do.
Yes, you should stare into the sun. It's safe to stare into the sun at sunrise and up to like 2 hours after. You stare right in, and you need to have a mantra. You need to
You are
repeat this mantra over and over. Repeat the mantra, and you can reverse aging that way. Yeah, and you go around the outside.
You are so.
You go around the outside of the sun.
I
like
mean,
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3
I'm
o'clock.
trying to keep the words that I'm trying to say out of here.
Well, you can just
You're saying he doesn't do that.
and that's when you get the X factor and the A factor from the sun between sunrise and like 9 a.m. And then when the sun's straight overhead, that's when the sun emits X-rays, which are actually kind of damaging
I
to
had no idea you were such a sun expert.
you. Yes.
We are learning something every day.
Yes. And you like dusk because you like watching the sunset. Now, see, you have an affection for the sunset.
Yes, I do have that.
And
Especially at Salty Pelican.
the Salty Pelican is a very nice place to watch sunsets. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It goes down over the river, the Amelia River, over the and over the marsh over there, and it is amazing. Now, but what I want to do, okay, here's something that you may not know. I'm going to reveal one of my dreams to you.
Okay.
I think you know this already.
Okay.
On the southern end of most coastal islands, they have a sound or some body of water. But if there is, for instance, on the southern end of Amelia Island, there's some homes out there. And those docks that are on the southern end of the island, you can actually watch the sunrise and the sunset from the same spot and have amazing sunrises, amazing sunsets. I want me one of those docks.
Well, I know this.
You do?
I didn't know it was for that reason.
Yeah. I want to be able to what? I want to be able to sit on my dock and watch the sunrise over the Atlantic and set over the marsh. Okay.
All right.
What's next, Smith?
Pick one: ice cream, frozen yogurt, or gelato.
Gelato.
That is not your choice.
I love me some gelato.
Have you ever had it?
Gelato is probably the best dessert that's ever been created.
Really?
It's pretty amazing.
What is gelato?
See, I knew he didn't know this. I knew he didn't because I know his choice. I even know his flavor. This is hilarious.
What is gelato?
It's sort of like ice cream, but isn't it Italian?
Let's find out.
Yeah, it's Italian version of ice cream. I think is going to be what the answer is, and it is delicious, but it's definitely not my top choice.
I'll tear up some frozen yogurt now.
The origin is Italy,
I thought
and
so.
it uses more milk and less cream than ice cream.
But it still is their version of ice cream.
Sounds amazing.
It looks like ice cream. It's just it's a creamier to me, which is funny, but creamier than regular ice cream, I guess.
I have to try it someday.
It is very good.
I love it.
Shall we go to Italy and try it?
Yes, we
All right.
shall.
Let's do this.
But
Have you been
my
vaccinated?
choice. What?
Have you been vaccinated?
No.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna go into it. Anyway,
Next.
unless they make me do it to move, but I mean to travel. But
Moving?
my choice, yeah. I'm moving.
Where are you going?
I forgot to tell you. Forgot to let you know I'm moving.
Thanks for the show, Paul. Thanks.
Anyway.
I found out she's moving.
My choice by far over anything is chocolate ice cream. My favorite.
What's mine?
Yours is butter pecan ice cream because of your grandmother.
Yeah, that's
That,
true.
I think that's true. That when we go to Fernandina and to the little ice cream shop that's our favorite, I get chocolate. That's what you normally get. Sometimes you get chocolate, but that's what your favorite is because of her. I think.
I think you're right. I agree with that. I concur.
Okay.
Next.
Besides each other, who is the first person you would call when you need help?
April would call her sisters.
Yes.
Who would I call?
It's according to what the problem was. You have several people that you would call. So I don't know.
Does Billy
I
have
mean,
several problems?
No, but like it's according to what the issue was. If it was work related, I felt like he would call Joey or Caleb. If it was personal, I think you would call your mama.
Now, I can't believe you actually would say that in front of Paul. You better call Paul.
Well, I'm just saying if it's like an issue about a dealer or whatever, that usually they have something personally to do with that person. You talk to them an awful lot.
Yeah.
So
I do.
so I don't know. Who would you?
I'd call Paul.
You would call Paul?
I would call Paul. I call Paul for most of my problems.
Well, I mean, you call Paul a lot, and I'm sure Paul can attest to that.
we got a show coming up on Saturday, a new special show on Saturday.
Oh, is it?
Mhm. It's
Better
called
call Paul.
You better call Paul. Got problems? Call Paul. Paul's the problem solver.
Yeah, he is
But you're
that.
right.
He is that. but
Joey and Caleb were on the dealer
bit-
operations
right.
side, but on the call center operations side,
Definitely,
I would call Paul because Paul is the operations manager. So therefore, I need to get his opinion on the Digital BDC Academy. There needs to be, as a matter of fact, we're going to add some content to the Digital BDC Academy on Paul's solutions on problem solving Paul. Let's go. What's up, Jimmy? I would call Jimmy Barnett. I would. And Jimmy has an online course that will, I don't know if you can be, you probably have to go to his actual school to get belted, but you can learn I'm certain you can learn all the way as much as a blue belt technician, blue belt jiu-jitsu skills from his academy.
I just used him as an example too. Cooper was showing me. Did he show you the video he showed me the other night?
Mm-mm.
These only because Jimmy's on here. I know I'm getting off the show, but
Sure.
Cooper showed me this video, and it was in a bathroom. It was actually gross. But these guys that are in the NFL went up and decided to pop a wrestler / fighter in the face.
Mm-hmm.
His nose was bleeding. It doesn't show why. It doesn't show why. It just shows that the wrestler's nose is bleeding, and the wrestler just simply reaches up there and wipes his nose on the NFL player and beats him. I mean, like, it was him and his friend. I could not finish watching it.
I need to see this video.
And the reason I know he's a wrestler is because I've watched so many of Case's wrestling matches where you say, you better get your, oh my gosh, my thought just left me. You better get your, heels.
Get your hooks in.
The word just left me. I was trying to say it. You better get your hooks in. And that guy gets on top of him, rides him like a horse, puts his hooks in, beats him to death. And we were talking about, you don't know. The guy didn't look like that was about to happen. And I said, you don't know. I said, Billy has a friend, Jimmy Barnett, that looks very unassuming when you see him, but he would beat your tail if you did that to him. So I just thought that was interesting since he was on there, and you need to see that because
I definitely need to see that.
I mean, Cooper said he had cauliflower ear and everything, and he was thinking, these guys don't know what they're doing, and they did not.
Yeah. So Jimmy knows about the video.
Jimmy knows. Oh, Jimmy knows about it.
What did he say happened, Smith?
Took him down, took his back, and choked him out.
I mean, yeah, it was. Well, the other one, he didn't choke him out. It was bad.
Stay tuned, and we're going to talk more about this in just a minute. And coming up in the show, we're going to talk about Jimmy. Hang around, share this, Jimmy. Share this out with a friend. We're going to talk about some things that if you like jiu-jitsu, if you like wrestling, if you like fighting, if you like MMA, hang around. I got something cool we're going to talk about. What's next on our schedule, Smith?
What animal do you think would you describe as your spouse and why?
You want me to go first?
Yes.
So you can think about it
Yes.
and you can try to beat me on what I say?
Absolutely.
Okay. My favorite meme, whatever thing on Facebook is this lioness, and a big lion is behind her. And it says, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's in front of you as long as you know who's behind you.
Wow.
And I always think about us when makes me cry. When I see that, because even if we're not in the best place, I have no doubt that you have my back.
Wow. That's a good one right there. That's cool. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you brought that up. I was being silly talking about you being a lion or whatever, but I have to admit that's very I hesitate about what I'm about to say because that's so serious.
Because you're going to like say something ridiculous that you've already thought about.
I'm so happy.
Apparently, it's okay. I probably know what you're about to say.
You know that it's kind of like an animal. She's an animal. That girl on Avatar, one with the tail that runs around jumping on the trees.
He always says this. I remind him of an avatar.
Avatar. You like Avatar. But if it's a real animal, if I got to go with a real animal, it would be a giraffe.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, because you're tall and you have on animal print.
I have on leopard, so I'm a giraffe.
You're beautiful like a giraffe. I always send you the giraffe, the little character. They're not an emoji. What's the little character called on that an emoji?
Yeah, it's an emoji.
I send you the giraffe emoji with the hearts in it.
Yes, you do.
And is the giraffe, I can just see the giraffe kind of, turning his head and looking cool.
Wow. I should have changed to mine.
No. I want to go back to that.
No.
I want to go back to that.
I'm changing mine.
I want to go back to that. That is very cool. And since this show is winning together, we've been very silly on the show. Been very silly on the show today. I have. It is important. Like if there's anything you can gain from this, you do need to have the back. You need to have your person's back, and they need to know that. So if your partner doesn't know that you have their back. Work on that. There's plenty of things I need to work on, but I'm glad that I got that right. You know that I got you. I got you, babe. Next.
If you could have dinner with any actor, athlete, or singer, who would it be and why?
I already have mine, so if you want me to go ahead.
Okay, so let me see. I was thinking about mine. I wasn't thinking about yours. Let's see if I can.
I don't know if you'd guess this.
You don't think so? Paula Dean.
Oh my gosh. No, not even in the top 100.
Really?
No.
Okay. Who's yours?
I would choose
Tom
to have
Hanks.
dinner. Who?
Billy Ray Cyrus. Who?
Well, can I say? I would choose to have dinner with Morgan Freeman. I think he is an awesome actor. I love his movies and I love his outlook on life and politics and everything. And I love his voice.
Yeah, he does have. He's got the coolest
I would love
voice.
to. I would love to have dinner with him.
Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
I would have never guessed that one in a million years.
Now I can pick one from all of those, but that's the one.
Okay,
that
pick another one.
If I could sit down with a singer, it would probably be Pink. I love her music, and I would like to talk to her.
Wow, what a change in direction there. Okay,
I mean, you know,
there's no wrong
I
answer.
told you. Of course, it's not. It's my. It's he said. She said. No, I have. You know this. When I was.
Anybody that was listening with headphones, you probably just blowed Smith's eardrums.
Well, I'm sorry. You say put the microphone close, take the microphone away. I mean, geez. Anyway, when I was opening my store, when T was 2 days old, her album came out, and he and I were in the store all day long, right by ourselves, getting it ready. And I listened to that on repeat, and it's just a memory that I have.
That's cool. Pink. All right, what's the next one? So we got actor,
athlete. I'm trying to think of what athlete that I would want to probably Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman, really? You'd like to hang out with Freddie?
I mean,
he's a pretty cool guy, I think.
You don't have to get mad about it or anything. You know,
I'll put my wrestling skills on there.
put your hooks in. You'd have to put them in. He's about 6'6", isn't he?
That's all right. I've done it before. All right, so now, you know what? I still don't even. Do I have any like heroes or anybody that I couldn't think. I can only think of one that took me a long time.
Okay.
Athlete. And
yours are more authors, I would say. If you could sit down with somebody,
that's a good point.
You would choose an author, not an actor, athlete, or singer.
They have to be alive.
I mean, you're probably to have dinner with them. They do.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know.
I mean, you can if you want, but
maybe if I use my very powerful transcendental meditation, then I would have.
Okay, I'm about to say it. You're full of it. Okay, you do have actors, athletes, and singers that you do like, though.
Hicks and Gracie. So that's why I wanted to talk to. You know, it's funny that you brought that up. This wasn't part of it, but Hicks and Gracie is definitely the only person that I would like. I used to do what they call hero worship. You know what I'm saying? Like where you really you pick out the attributes of someone you really like and you try to make them your own. I've kind of don't do that anymore, but Hicks and Gracie, there's so many things I would like to do. Jimmy said Grant Cardone. I wouldn't enjoy that one bit. I mean, that would be like that would be a terrible.
I'd rather not eat.
That would be a terrible. Could you imagine sitting at the table with someone that is just
so arrogant and so full of themselves? Shall I say it?
That's fine. I mean, honestly, that would not be fun. And he look, business wise, sales wise, he's my mentor. I wouldn't want to hang out with him for 30 minutes. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. But Hicks and Gracie, on the other hand, is a man of morals. He's a man of discipline,
honor,
skill, family. I mean, Hickson is a real life superhero. He really is. And he had a movie. If you've never watched the movie, Choke. It is exactly about the power and the art. Now, being very serious, I've been I've been silly earlier, but this is serious, Billy. Hickson's father, Jimmy, give us his name. I'm sorry.
Horace is his brother.
Horace is his younger brother, who's the run of the family, who won the UFC, and it was just they used Horace because he was the run, just to prove that jiu-jitsu was the dominant martial art on the planet, and they changed fighting forever. But Jimmy will pop his name up there in just a second. Well, I mean, I've honestly, COVID affected my memory. I really have trouble remembering things. There's an actor I was trying to remember earlier. I wanted to say that. I couldn't remember. I got to quit making fun of Joe Biden for not remembering for his CSI. What's it called? CRM. CRS.
I'm trying to think of an actor
CRS.
that you.
Anyway, serious. I got to get back serious. The Gracie movie Choke. It documents Hickson training and then going to Japan and fighting in a tournament where they fought all in one day. He fought, and this guy weighed 185 pounds, and he fought guys that were 300 pounds. He fought everybody he fought. He destroyed, and he did by using the art of jiu-jitsu. And he would take your back. What that means, you get on somebody's back, you put your feet in their thighs, by their groin, you
ride them kind of like a horse.
You push down with your hips, and you flatten them out, and they're helpless. And you can absolutely. Helio Gracie. Okay, Helio Gracie created jiu-jitsu. There were Japanese people. Japanese jiu-jitsu was different than Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Japanese was based on force and strength and things like that. He being a small guy, Helio, he devoted his entire life to studying leverage, balance, weight, and created Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's the most recent, it's the newest martial art that there is. It's a real, true martial art. So anyway, Hickson Gracie, his son, tremendous athlete, tremendous person. That's who I would have dinner with. If they were still alive, it would be Burt Reynolds.
Yes, he is a lover of Burt Reynolds.
Yeah,
and
I want to grow a mustache,
but you don't know.
She won't let me.
Well, it doesn't have the same effect either.
Jay Walls, what's up?
And no, I don't like mustaches at all. For the record,
Jay Walls will climb a tower, a 2,000-foot tower, and change the light bulbs on top of it. That's what he does. That's a wild. I mean, that's up there in the wind. So next, Smith.
Speaking of all these positive people, it's the best segue I could come up with. Got to talk about some positive people, I guess.
Well, you know what? Here's who I really appreciate. Who's commented today?
Let's see. Got Candace Smith.
Candace, that's a positive person who's always on here being positive, and it makes a difference to the show. It makes us want to come do the show every Wednesday. Who else?
We got plenty from Jimmy Barnett, of course.
That's a positive guy. And let me tell you something about a positive attitude and commitment. You are going to suffer in life. You absolutely will suffer in life if you have a negative attitude. When challenges come and you complain about problems, it just makes the problems worse. Or you could do things like Jimmy Barnett, who has a very positive attitude. I'm not saying he's always positive. I'm not saying he doesn't make mistakes, but Jimmy has a goal, and Jimmy is focused, and being surrounded by positive people that are on purpose, that's going to make your life a lot better. So find some positive people, put them around you, and surround yourself with problem solvers. You'll be a lot better off. Who are some more names that have commented on there, Smith?
Got Terry Gibson.
Positive person right there.
And of course, we got Jay Walls.
Very positive person. Uplifting, upbeat, positive. Now, there's people watching the show that will never comment because they are not positive. They're watching to point out to their friends who are also watching how negative or how bad or how dumb or whatever. There's people that like that. Those people are miserable.
Yep.
People that are watching to be critical or to be judgmental are miserable people. And I'm telling you, I'm surrounded by positive people, and that makes me better than you. Go next.
Wow.
What? I am better than a miserable person that's being critical.
Oh,
Paul,
that was the last person.
that was the last person.
Yes.
All right. So, thank you guys for being positive. And now I want to talk about my sponsor, April at Century 21. And what, if you're into real estate, you're going to want to watch this part. Tanya Simmons, super positive person.
So positive.
Wonderful person. Let's talk about the home of the week.
All right, let's talk about it.
Tell me, wow, look at that thing. By the way, before we get started on the home of the week, that's a beautiful home behind us there. We rented a home for the whole month of July last year, and it was affordable. It was, pretty expensive, but it was worth it. We took our family. I found us one in Sarasota that was over $40,000 for the month. Thought about
We're not getting.
I thought about it.
No.
I thought about it.
Let that thought go.
What we got today?
All right. What we have is a house on 4354 Highway 32 in Douglas. This house is 2,600 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It is on 4 acres with a pond. Actually, price reduction down for, I think it was reduced like $20,000 to $295,000. Great house, lots of potential. It is a little bit dated on the inside, but the actual space is awesome. It also has 425 square feet in the top that has not been finished. That would be an awesome game room, man cave, whatever you want to use it for. So
Bonus room.
Super nice house, but it does have to be finished.
What's the square footage again?
2,600.
And what's the acreage?
4.
And the price?
$295,000.
That is unbelievable. That hasn't sold yet.
Yes,
I know
it
people.
hasn't.
I know people in Florida. If they see this, they'll run up here and buy it. It's got, and the wonderful thing is it has 5 acres. It's sitting on 4 acres. It has 4 acres, and your own pond, and you have 4 acres of privacy. You're on a paved road, but you still get the country living. Beautiful home. To me, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
I would consider buying that house.
except we're not. You consider everyone every week. We're not. That's not a rental property.
Yeah, I might, just take it home.
Yeah. On Highway 32.
That's a wonderful place.
Well, it is a wonderful place, but we don't need it.
We don't need
close
it
to our house.
That's what you meant there. See that?
Unless you're planning to live there.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna live.
I didn't think so.
I'm gonna live at Habersham in the brand new, perfectly designed custom home by April's Interior Design.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to stay now. But we could buy that one, and we could stage it and sell it.
I don't think that we should do that. But anyway, in the comments, we're going to post the link. If you need any more details, just look there, or you can call me at 912-222-5302, and I'll be happy to answer any questions for you.
Yeah. So let's talk about the importance of having the right agent when you're selling your home. Tell us, I know we talked about this before, but let's just briefly talk about the importance and why you want to consider very carefully who you choose to list your home.
You just need to have someone that is going to work hard for you. We say that every week, but I know it's kind of redundant, but it's the truth. I mean, somebody calls me, I'm going to search everywhere, trying to find the right person to buy your home. And we do get a lot of calls every day. Thanks to you, I do get a lot of messages and things for sellers, buyers, everything. So the right person is out there looking and working hard for you.
Now, why is that thanks to me?
Because I have a good little marketing plan on Facebook that people can click and ask me questions right away.
So that's a good point. And if you have a business and you want to get more leads, you need more leads. You need to be growing your business, and you need to talk to me about DigiNinja. DigiNinja is a texting platform that will allow you to market yourself and your product to people in your area. You can use social media. There's lots of other ways to reach them, but text message is the most effective way. 99% of all texts get read, and 95% get read in the first 5 minutes.
Yes.
Emails, not so much.
No, emails are harder to get to. But, and also I want to talk about that I've mentioned before on the show. I have a lot of people asking me, can I get a viewing? Can I get a viewing? Can I get a viewing? My first thing is always going to be, have you been pre-qualified? And it's not because I do not want to work with you. It's not because I don't want to waste my time. Honestly, I don't want to waste your time. If you can buy, that's great. But what if you can't buy what I show you? Then I become the worst person in the world because I showed you a house that you don't qualify for.
But I don't really understand the process. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure I want to go through all that. It seems like it might be a lot to deal with.
It is honestly less than 5-minute conversation to find out if it's something that you need to pursue. If you have a 400 credit score with no job, then the conversation's over. Yeah. If you have a great job, you've been at that job for a little while, you've got a little bit of savings, not even much. Sometimes if you don't have any, you can get approved. I don't like to talk about specifics on financing because I am not a mortgage banker, but there are programs with 0 down. There are programs with 3.5% down. There are conventional loans where you can put as much as you want down. So lots of different options. If you are a first-time home buyer and have no idea what the process is, that's what we're for too. I can hold your hand through the whole thing. And in 5 minutes, we'll know if it's something that you need to get out of your mind or not. But a lot of times you can purchase and your house payment can be lower than what you're paying to rent somebody else's house. So just call me and we can talk about it.
Yeah, it's definitely something to pursue. A lot of people can buy and don't realize that this is a very simple process.
Right. It is. It is. Job, steady job for definitely a year or so, and fair to good credit, and you can be approved, and you don't have to have thousands down.
Did you know that the $1.9 trillion stimulus package, it's more like life support, but anyway, stimulus package is going to include a $15,000 down payment assistance to first-time home buyers?
You told me that. Mm-hmm.
How about that? Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I definitely take advantage of it.
Well, I mean, I'll take it. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad either, but now I'm going to help somebody buy some houses with it.
Yes, sir. So if you want more information about the $15,000 down payment for first-time buyers, then it would be nice if Smith had a little ticker with your phone number, your text number across the bottom down there. Boom. Look at there. Look at there.
Say right?
Yep. Text stimulus to 912-214-8212. Now, it looks like it's time for Billy's Choice.
Yeah. We all take a breath in the room.
Now I'm guessing this is when I get to choose the topic.
I'm guessing Paul's feeling a little generous today.
All right. I like this. This is more like now I'm kind of like I got my own show.
But it can't be. It's got to be something fun.
Gotta be something fun. Okay, great. I'll switch gears. It was going to be something non-fun. I'm switching to fun.
Well, because we know that. Okay. It's going to be something serious about. Yeah. Go ahead.
Are you saying that I study and get sucked into things that aren't fun?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But just because
most people don't want to talk about.
Really? Mm-hmm. Give me an example.
Well, Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we would talk about. We would talk about short sales. We talk about.
It could be very exciting.
Yeah, all of those fun things. Yeah. And
well, it's kind of like
gold and silver and what you should do with those.
Speaking of which,
we can't talk about that today.
Speaking of which, I am a little bit of a gold bug and a whole lot of a Bitcoin bear. But boy, since 2013, me and everybody like me has just got pie on our face. Like you in the past, like in 2013, you can check me on this, Smith. In 2013, it took about 400 Bitcoins to buy 1 ounce of gold. All right. And that number has been getting small. Is that not right, Smith?
I'm wondering how the crap am I supposed to look that up?
Bitcoin price in 2013.
Compare them, do some math, I guess.
Goodness. Sorry, I'm making it so hard on you guys. Goodness. Giving up on
You make it sound like I can click 5 buttons and find that out. You said 2013?
pretty much. You can, so
You got to use the Google.
You got to use the Google.
What year did you say, sir?
2013.
Billy, I don't think Sean got up early and stared at the sun today.
No, he needs it.
I definitely don't think he did. He's a little mouthy this morning.
2013, it took about 400 Bitcoins to buy an ounce of gold.
Yes.
And today, Brady,
Bitcoin was about $300 to $500 in 2013.
There you go.
Brady already knows.
There you go. So it was around $300.
$300 to $500 per
Okay.
Bitcoin.
See, this is my fault because I said don't talk about these things.
Yeah. Well, now
Now we're going to talk about
it takes like,
$1,000 per Bitcoin.
yeah, which is just roughly 25, over 20, about 30 ounces of gold to buy one Bitcoin.
it. Mhm.
Man, was I wrong. And
Do you have a pen?
Mark that.
Mark that one on that thing. Billy was wrong. Never happened before.
I tell you who I'd like to have lunch with, Peter Schiff.
Okay.
He's a very boring guy,
Yes.
but
That would be such a great conversation.
I like weird things. I would like to have lunch with Peter Schiff and say, Peter, why can't you just admit, and I'm a Peter Schiff fan,
But you're wrong.
that you were wrong, because he was pushed hard to buy Bitcoin in
It's very difficult to make people
2007.
say that.
which
Very
was
difficult.
pennies then. And now, he could have been, if he'd just put 1% of his investment money into Bitcoin, he'd be worth 4 times as much today. Something like that. Something crazy.
Everybody would.
Yep. Now, let's talk about something fun.
Okay.
I'm so excited to announce that April is getting her pilot license.
No.
Because she is meant to be a pilot. You were born to fly.
Oh, I was born to fly. There's no doubt about that, but I wasn't born to fly the plane.
We have a flight simulator.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm working towards my pilot license, and it helps to practice with the simulator.
It really doesn't. You fly an actual plane, I hope, much better than you flew the one last night. We landed in the grass.
Well, what I was saying is you did so good when you were in the simulator.
I did not. I did horribly.
She would absolutely break out in cold sweat, not
Yes.
cold, hot sweats,
Yes.
and just turn blood red.
Trying to fly the fake
simulator.
plane. Yeah.
So
Well,
it's going to.
And now, in his defense, I crashed into a semi on the road. So there you go. You don't really want me being your pilot. But
Yeah.
now it's hard to fly that thing. Now Cooper's got it down. He can land the 737, everything, but me not so much.
Yeah. But now it is going to be exciting to watch you solo for the first time in a real plane.
You're probably not going to do that.
Why won't you do it?
Cause it's scary. I don't want to do it.
Who would like to see April solo with a GoPro camera
I
inside?
feel as if you're trying to get rid of me.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Winning together, positive points. The positive points are
That was a joke, but
here's the positive points that I got from
Okay.
that. Make sure you have the support of just put it like this. You can't help it if someone doesn't support you, but be supportive of your friends. Be supportive, be positive, be there for them. Let them know. Pick up the phone. Rule number 6 to the art of text message selling is stop texting and start calling. So let people know you got their back, have their back, be a great friend, be supportive. Reach out to April if you have any interest in real estate buying or selling. Reach out to Jimmy Barnett if you're interested in learning. You can learn jiu-jitsu from your living room floor. How's that for a plug, Jimmy? Hey, I got a real funny story real quick.
okay.
The other week we were promoting the Digital BDC Academy and giving lifetime access to it for a one-time fee of $199 or something like that. And now we dropped it to $99. And I tell you what, Jimmy will support you because he hopped on there at digitalbdc.com and he signed up. He clicked, he put in his PayPal, and there was I guess the code wasn't in there yet, so he paid $990 to be
Oh
a
goodness!
to be a
Thanks, Jimmy.
to be a student. And I called him the next day. I said, Jimmy, I appreciate you supporting me, but I owe you like $900, bud. So I sent him $900.
Well, that was a good friend. Some friends wouldn't have.
Yep. I'm sure Jimmy's going to have some links on his Facebook page. So click over to Jimmy Barnett's personal page right there, and there'll be tons of information on how you can learn jiu-jitsu from your living room floor. We'll end with that. Thank you guys. Thank you to Paul, and thank you to Smith for being the producers of the show today. Thank you for watching. Please like and share, comment, and hop over to my YouTube channel and subscribe, please. That's a